Uh-oh. Why do I have a funny feeling I know what they've done with that? Let's go with some discovery. Simple, 2 seconds to fix. Tape this up, ready to go back in. Remember my I-40 video, if you haven't watched it, up in that top corner, and I'll put a little link to it. But go have a suss of that. That was an atrocious mess. And I'll be honest, this is not a lot better. Not a lot better at all, which is very depressing. But of course, we're gonna fix that. G-type. Yep. That is door trims removed. Yeah, this one's plastic, never got put back on. There was a bolt missing from here. Yep. But that's fine. So like I was saying earlier, cars always seem to leave here with more fasteners than what they came in with.
Mind if I start this?
Go for it. All right, here is our door wiring almost done. Crossovers mounted with some proper German double-sided tape. Can't beat the Worth stuff at this point. So obviously woofer. I've done a little 2-pin connector up here for the tweeter, which is just going to make it a lot easier to put this door trim back on. So all loomed up in the same cloth tape as well. So it's nice and neat. And as you can see, the other side is also done and ready. So I can actually start putting these door trims back together and get the front speakers in. It'd be nice to actually get something else ticked off the list. Awesome. Much stuffing around with the door handle. Probably not the best design I've ever seen, but it is functional. So I'll just, it's together. That's what matters. So it is time to plonk a splitter in. Alright. Definitely a lot tidier than it was before, no question about that. This should work quite nicely. Sweet. It's one door, now let's get the other one together. The only thing that annoys me is that the speaker is just slightly not straight, but unfortunately that's where all the factory holes are and you can't modify them. So that is what it is. Anyway, next door. Can't say I've put an A sail on from standing at the front wheel before, but you know, it's always a first for everything. Now for the fun. Alright, so here is the go with our handles, right? So you can see we have a pin, right? That pin there is what holds the cable internally inside down in here that actually pulls the door handle. Right, so I think it's called a cotter pin from memory. So that you have to basically get the main cable through the hole in the back, get some pliers in from this side, pull the dick out. Yes, I said it. So the trick is you got to try and get the cable out, get it onto that shaft and press the shaft through while holding this in the right position so that it gets through to that side while the door's on the car. And the cable's attached to the locking mechanism, so it wants to constantly pull back on you. While saying bippity boppity. Apparently. Apparently that's the only way it works.
That's how the Italians do it. I'm saying to do it.
Sam says he knows. He knows. That's how it happens. That's just it.
True story.
True story, bro.
Daniel Andrews told me.
Yes. Good old Lambo doors. Where they're supposed to belong. On a Lambo. Too many times I've dealt with aftermarket Lamborghini doors that are terrible. Like, see how this is like reasonably sturdy? Yeah, no. No, I've never seen an aftermarket Lambo style door that is even within 30% of that. But that's why you buy a Lambo, to get Lambo doors, isn't it? All right, there's the amp all in, reasonably neat. And I have my little cover here, which throw in a couple of photos of how I knock him up. Nothing super special, but nice and neat. So this goes just like that. Nice and neat. So that is a win. Yay! Here's my power run. Love that MDPCX sleeving. It is super yummy. Super yummy. So head unit's almost wired. Pretty much everything else is in. Sub box is done and in there. And I'll run around the other side. And there's my, well, you can't even see it because it's dark. My little sub book down there. I'll throw in some photos of that little thing coming together. Still got to work out how I'm mounting the head unit, but other than that, pretty much everything is back together. And look, oh, what? Oh, look, I ran a cable and I made it look like it was factory. Oh, that was so hard to do. At least this car is finally getting the love it deserves. Got in. Mm-hmm. She's in. Can I? Got it. I use the hammer as a hook. Harry!
Your hands are freezing!
That's this side all back together. It's good. It's good. Right? Go to that side. So that's all that back together. It's good. Just got to put the fascia board on the sub box, which is just being trimmed right now. So I've got a alloy bracket up the top, holding that into factory spots. There's another bracket down the bottom, locating it down there. That's good. Nice and simples. But next task is this bloody fuse cover. This thing. Now I'm going to try and clean all of this up. I wonder. Oh, yep, that's pretty on there. That's going to need some slicing. All right, let's get this done. Why do people have to do stupid shit like this? Hey, got him! Oh, Jesus. Yep. Well, I know where this is going. Oh, I thought I might have needed to repaint this board because I thought it was going to get destroyed. But luck be with us for once on this car. Well, that is definitely a vast improvement on that. Good. It actually looks almost normal again. Shame about all the glue stuck in the Velcro. But I'll go give this a quick wipe down with some wax and grease remover, and that'll do it. Win. Alright, so we are almost there. I'm pretty much up to the last task in here now, which is getting this head unit mounted. So there's not a hell of a lot to go off down here. So my plan is something like that. Flat, and then obviously side profile. That's our opening there. So I'm just trying to work out how exactly I'm going to get it to mount. It's looking like I'll do some big brackets are going to come off our main bolts up here, but then that was going to obviously cause that to not close and open properly, so I'm probably going to actually do some bolts into these or screws into these metal brackets and have it drop down, so it'll come down, over, and then down again, and it'll give me something to mount the unit to. And you can sort of see there's a bolt at the back here, so that'll be my third mounting point to actually lock the back of the unit. So that is my plan. So I'll go and try and get that started. All right, I've got some brackets made. And we have a head unit sitting in its spot. Now this one, I know it's got a lot of fingerprints on it. This is actually our testing unit. So you can kind of see, there's my bracket mounted into the side, into the bracket for Mr. Flappy, and same on the other side. Yeah, you can kind of see my brackets in there, went in there, so that's good. I still definitely need to do one at the back by the looks of it, but it is mounted, which is good. So that's a bonus. So we are almost there. Yay! Woo! All right, next little bit of progress is I've finally got this fascia actually looking a bit more decent now, that's for sure. Definitely a hell of a lot better than said carbon wrap. So we've obviously primed it, I've wet sanded it and given it a bit of a texture coat and a bit of paint. So it is looking much better than it was, no question. I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but there is no question that it's better. So that's good. Get that back in and get this thing finished up. Whoop! Woo! And we're done. Finally, back together, all working. Looks like it should. I've got the ye old head unit in and looking good. That fascia looks a shitload better than what it did. Absolute shitload better. So that is a bonus. So there you go. That's all the interior back together. Go in this side and fire him up. Not exactly an easy thing to get into, these. All right, and bingo bango. Just got to do myself a boot up screen and we are good to go. And there's audio. Awesome. So I should have reverse camera. Bingo bango. Lovely. So that's good. And I've got my USB just in our center here. Keep it tucked away. So all good. So there you go, guys. Another one done and dusted. I'm glad I've got this one as it should be. It comes back to this whole, some people shouldn't work on cars, especially something like this. But thanks for watching yet again. Like and subscribe, comment what you think about this. I mean, it is a sexy car, but it's just unfortunate that idiots work on them. So again, thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. See ya.